Hello, everyone. My name is Stephen Okonkwo, or you can call me Steve. That's what I prefer. I'm a product designer at Voyance, which is an all-in-one data infrastructure company, right? So basically, what we do is we work with other companies. It could be a startup, it could be a Fortune 500 company, right? And then we help them take care of their data, right? So we do this by making analyzing and then trying to visualize all this using our Voyance platform, right? Currently, what we have on the Voyance platform, we have three products that are currently in development. Voyance ML is machine learning. We have the Manhattan DB, and then we have the Voyance Vision, right? So all these are Voyance, right? All this make up Voyance, which is why it's called an all-in-one data infrastructure company. As a product designer, I'm 4 years into this, right? This is my fourth year, and I'm going to tell you plainly that it has not been easy, right? There's literally, it hasn't been linear. I'm very sure that you guys know that already. Like, it's not linear. So it has its up, it has its down, and it will just keep going at it, right? So I know we're coming in to talk about creative block, but before we get into that, I'm going to just leave this with you guys, right? To just pick it up, right? Whatever you're doing right now, be it a UI UX designer, a UI designer, a product designer, a visual designer, a graphic designer, and you feel like you're hitting a stump, a block, right? You're hitting a road. Just keep at it, right? Because that's literally what it takes to get you there, right? There's a book by Austin Kleon, Show Your Work, or Still Like an Active, right? That is the third book written by Austin Kleon, and it's called Keep Going, right? So it's more structure on, like the inspirational side than teaching you how to do certain things. So just like the title mentioned, just keep going. So now, moving into the whole topic of today, we're here to discuss how to overcome creative block, right? And to be honest with you, everybody has undergone creative block at one time, right? Writers, I know writers, they call it writers, a writing block or writer's block, something like that. But it's pretty much the same thing. I feel like the whole block, they mean the same thing. I don't know if you get. So they mean the same thing, right? So I'm going to say this all out from my own perspective. Basically, I'm going to tell you how I overcome creative block, right? So I'm not going to probably say, okay, this is how it was written in this book. Although maybe sometimes I might reference a copy somewhere or a chapter in a book or book title for you guys to check out that I use, but basically everything is going to be from my own perspective. Everything is going to be how I'm able to get out of creative block, because to be honest with you, I get into that. The way I overcome creative block, first let's start. What is creative block, right? This is a time when you literally don't know what you're doing, right? You have no idea how to come up with a design solution to a problem, right? Like, you can't tackle a problem because your mind is blocked, right? Like, you can't think, you don't know if you're going to go right, if you're going to make wireframes first, if you're going to do research. Like, you are really stuck. That's why it's called a creative block, because you can't really do anything. In contrast to writer's block, that is when they can't even pick up ideas on how to put what to put on paper, right? So you see now it's related, but it's all block, right? So the way I overcome creative block is this, right? It's pretty straightforward for me. You have to be honest about you having a creative block, right? And although you don't want to always be saying that because you know what a creative block is, or because I said you should be honest, then every little design challenge or creative challenge you come into, you now say, oh, I have creative block. Sometimes you just need to do more research and then get back to work, right? But once you're honest about it, like, you literally own up to the fact that I'm stuck, right? And you don't want to go through all that imposter syndrome phase. right? You're not doubting yourself. You believe that you can do it, because that's literally what I say to myself. If I'm going to, let's say for example, I'm tasked with designing a landing page, right? And then I've done pretty much a whole bunch of research, checked out inspiration, done my wireframes, and then I'm trying to design. But then I'm figuring that okay, this is not correct. I'm having a problem, right? I don't get into that imposter syndrome flow. I don't doubt myself. I don't say, who am I deceiving? I shouldn't be a designer and stuff like that. I don't do that because I've done this before. So literally, what I do is just own up to the fact that okay, I am stuck, right? And then I can say to myself, yo, I have done this before. This is not the first time. This is not the second time. This is not the third time. I have done this countless times. So all I need to do right now is to chill, take a break. So you see, that's where we get to number 2. Take a break, right? Always take a break. Don't no one pays for overtime. I'm serious about that. No, I don't even think that the company, except maybe the company now meets you and say, yo, can you please work overtime, we're going to pay you. But the truth is this: always take a break, no matter what. What I usually do is I have a Pomodoro. I don't know if you've heard about the Pomodoro technique. What it means is this: it's a technique for students and creative people like myself and you out there. You set a timer for 25 minutes, right? In 25 minutes, you're going to walk. Like you've already written down your tasks. First thing first, you have to write down your tasks. What are you going to work on? Then when you pick the tasks that you want to start working on, you set a timer for 25 minutes, right? In that 25 minutes, you're going to try as much as possible to avoid every form of distraction. If you get distracted, you're free to pause it, right? You're free to pause the timer, do your, maybe for example, let's say someone comes in and you have to attend to that person. You can pause the timer and attend to that person. But don't pause. It's not nice to say you want to pause the timer to check out someone on Twitter or check out social media, any form of social. That's you lying to yourself, seriously. Right? So you have to walk for that 25 minutes. It's not long, right? I know there are other kind of focus sprints where most people will say charge your laptop till it gets filled up, then walk till it comes down. That can result to burnout, right? Because your mind needs that break to think properly, right? So what the Pomodoro does now, it reduces that time. Imagine you spending 25 minutes on a task. Trust me, right? You'll do a lot. Even if it's just you thinking, maybe coming up with wireframes. In the case of a UI UX designer or a product designer, coming up with a wireframe, or if it's in the case of a brand identity designer, sketching out those logos, and you'll find out that since you have structured your mind to work for 25 minutes, right? You'll find out that you've done a lot in the space of 25 minutes, and it doesn't stop there, right? When you work for 25 minutes, once the 25 minutes elapses, you take 5 minutes break, right? You see how cool that is. You take 5 minutes break. You could go for a walk. You could maybe check out a course you're taking, or you could open a book, read a few sentences for 5 minutes. Then once that 5 minutes elapses, you go back 25 minutes again. You walk, 25 minutes stops, 5 minutes break, 25 minutes again, 5 minutes break. The trick is this: if you've done, when you're taking those breaks, try to mark them out, right? When you get to 4 Pomodoros, right, you take a longer break, right? 5 minutes is a short break. The long break can be 15 to 20 minutes, right? So you see there now, you can probably go out, have lunch, eat something, chill. Maybe you can even go into social media, post and all that, and then come back. Now you see, if you calculate it, 25 plus 25 is 50. 25 plus 25 is 50. That's you've done. I think you've done about 1 hour 40 minutes. Yeah, you've done 1 hour 40 minutes of uninterrupted work. Imagine that. If you're even studying, right? If you're studying and then you're having those breaks, you find out that your mind keeps evolving. You're relaxed. But then when you say, I've tried a whole lot of focus sprints. I've tried the one where I got that from Matthew and Senna. That's like one very good designer I tend to follow. I tend to check out his work, right? If you've heard about The Future, he was the content creator for The Future. So what Martin Esina did was he called his own a focus sprint. You have to set a task, right? Maybe you call it sprint 1, right? And then you have to work on that task for 1 hour 30 for 90 minutes, which is 1 hour 30 minutes. And then after that 1 hour 30 minutes, you now take a 20 minutes break or 30 minutes break. I tried that out. At some point it works, but when you're doing it down the road, let's say you're working a 9 to 5 job and you know you have to do this from 9 to 5, you find that you get a bit tired because you can't it's hard for me. I don't know about you, I don't know about the audience out there, but it's literally hard for me to sit and concentrate. I know it might be shameful to say, it might be embarrassing to say, but it's literally hard for me to sit and concentrate for 1 hour 30 minutes. So thanks a whole lot for checking out this episode. If you haven't seen the previous episode, do your best to check it out. Stay cool.